to have 3 minutes. All right. You're going to find the following 4 items in your workspace or around you. All right. When you're done, you're going to say done in the chat. Okay. Mr. Hugo and I are going to watch the chat, and the first 4 people to say done, all right, are going to have an opportunity to share with us. Are you ready? The following 4 things. Here you go. Oops. Okay, number 1, something that can be used for measurements. Oh my goodness. Impo's already done. Something with a geometric shape. Woo! So quick. Hugo, look at that. Are you keeping track?
Wow, there's a lot of students. You're so quick. Please make sure that you got all 4 and not just the first one, hey?
Oh my gosh. All 4 items already done. I think I should have made it more challenging. While they're busy looking, I'm going to ask, I've got 2 students here who still have hands up. Labu, you have your hand up? Labu?
Labu, you can ask your question.
Okay, no. Arman, you have your hand up?
No, it's a mistake.
Okay, no problem. Do you want to take your hand down so long?
Yes.
There we go. Thank you.
How do it's down? So is it down?
Okay. Let's have a look at our first 4 people. So, fastest person was Mpo. Mpo, where are you?
Or you can please put up your hand and then we can unmute you and you can show us your shapes and your items.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, let's see your items. Mpo, turn your camera on. Let's have a look.
So I don't know if it's actually something you can measure with, but I've got a pencil right here.
Okay, cool.
I've got a pen. Can you see my camera?
Yeah, we can see you.
Oh, I got a pencil. I got my wallet. I got a roll-on, and I got my guitar.
Okay, I suppose you could use your guitar to measure things, yeah? Your roll-on, that's a shape, I suppose. A mathematical symbol?
Pencil.
A pencil, okay. And a numerical value?
Wallet.
Your wallet, okay. All right, well done, Paul. Fastest fingers first, I suppose. Okay, thank you so much. All right, Tandoetu, do you want to put your hand up for us and do you want to share? Where's Tandoetu? Tandoetu? Hugo, Mr. H, I don't think she's here.
Okay, Tandowetu, if you are back with us, you can put your hands up, but I think we can ask Tatendaga.
Let's have a look.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Do you want to turn your camera on and let's have a look at what you've got?
It's like you don't pay at the end of the month.
Can you see me, ma'am?
Yeah, I can see you. Let's have a look at your things. Okay, let's go. Something that can be used for measurement.
Measuring instrument.
Yeah.
Okay, the second one, something with geometric shape. That's a little bit tricky, so I said the what is called this, the rectangle ruler.
Okay, cool. Something that represents a mathematical symbol.
It's the symbols for like adding, subtracting, and dividing.
Cool. And something with a numerical value.
Something with a numerical value.
Oh, she's gone on mute. Okay, thank you, Tat.
Continue.
Okay, thank you, Tato. We're going to move on. Thank you so much for sharing. And our last person, we're going to ask Sasetu. Sasetu, do you want to share with us your items that you found? Something that can be used for measurement. Let's go.
A
What did you
ruler.
find? A ruler, good. Okay, did you find a ruler for us? Can you show us?
Yes.
Awesome, thank you. Right, something that's a geometric shape.
A keyboard.
Cool, awesome. Did you find one? Nice, good, well done. Something that represents a mathematical symbol. That's a hard one.
A compass.
A compass, okay. And something with a numerical value?
Calculator.
A calculator, awesome. Okay, well done, everybody. Mr. Hugo, what do you think? Should we do one more?
I think we can do one more, yes.
Okay, you pick. Mr.
Sesetu
Hugo.
looks very excited.
Sasetu's done hers. She's just done hers.
Oh, sorry. Tato?
Tato, let's go. Okay, you got to turn your camera on for us so we can see you.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, right. Tato, show us something that can be used for measurement. Let's have a look.
Ruler.
Awesome. And do you have a ruler there with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Something with a geometrical shape?
That one I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Something that represents a mathematical symbol?
Ma'am, that one I'm not sure.
Okay. And something with a numerical value?
Calculator.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, Tato. I think we'll take one more because we only had 1 out of 4 there. Let's do Tara Jane. Last one. Absolute last one. Tara Jane, let's go.
Watch.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Tato. Right, Tara
ma'am.
Jane. Hi.
Hello.
Tara. Have you got all
Thank
your
you,
items for me?
Yes,
Thank
I
you,
do.
Tato. All right, let's go. Something that can be used for measurements.
A ruler.
Well done. Something with a geometric shape.
A cylinder.
Nice, a cylinder, good. Something that represents a mathematical symbol.
A addition sign.
An addition sign, cool, that one's a hard one. Something with a number value.
Money.
Oh, I like it, good, money, that's what I would have picked as well. Right, well done. Okay, everybody. So what we're going to do now is we are going to move on to this week's shout outs. So let's just have a look. Mr. Hugo, is my screen still sharing?
Yes, we can still see your screen.
Okay, good. Just making sure. Today we're going to start with whole numbers. We're then going to move on to some common fractions. And we're going to finish off with some decimals. Now, I know you've been doing decimals for a long time. We've been doing them for the last 3 or 4 weeks. All right, so we really have enjoyed decimals, but now we're going to go all the way back. We're going to look at whole numbers again, and we're going to revise all our whole numbers, and then back over onto common fractions, and then back to decimals again. All right, so pen and paper at the ready, everybody. Remember, if you want to revise over these lessons, they are all available on YouTube, and you'll be able to find them there as well. Okay, so our first question today says to us, write the number. Yes, you need a pen and pencil, everybody, paper and pencil. Write the number 97,623 in standard form. Okay, right. So what you need to remember when you're writing in standard form is it's really important that you break the question down first. What are they actually asking you to do? Right? They're asking you to write the number, take it from words, and they're asking you to put it into an actual number. Right. So whenever you see the words, okay, whenever you see the words standard form, what they're wanting you to do is take it from words and to put it into an actual number. So if we're looking at this, they're saying 97,000. So we start off with 97, okay, and then we stop. 623. So 97,623. All right. I did see that a whole lot of people, or some people did actually write in the chat beforehand. Well done to those of you who did it. Just want to remind you that we want to make sure we break down the question first before we just go and we answer it quickly. So I remember some of you are really good and you've got your maths down. Some of us, our concepts are a little bit rusty. So we want to make sure that we're all on the same page before we just write it down in the chat. Okay, so just remember that. All right. My next question says to us, what is the place value of the digit 8 in the number 8,354? Okay. Now for me, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I get a little bit confused when I have to read out the number 8,354. So sometimes it's a little bit easier for me to say 8,354. And there's nothing wrong with that, especially when I'm in a test or an exam and my mind is doing strange things. There's absolutely nothing wrong with 8,354. So if I'm looking at that number, all right, I can see that the 8 is definitely not in that last position. Okay, so it's definitely not in the units position. All right, it's definitely not in the tens position. Okay, it's definitely not in the hundreds position. Can somebody tell us in the chat which position it's in? Awesome, well done. So Zande, you are perfectly right. It's in the thousands position. So what is the place value of the digit 8 in the number 8,354? Its place value is 8,000. Good, because it's in the thousands position. So its place value is 8,000. So 8,000. thousand. Okay. Right. Right. You can see, because we're doing a revision lesson today, all our questions are mixed. So we're not just sticking to one concept today. We're moving with different concepts. So all our questions are slightly mixed. Okay. Our next question says to us, calculate the sum. Calculate the sum of 2,537 and 3,421. So I do see there are some hands raised, and I will answer your questions now. In the meantime, what I want you to do is I just want to go over the words quickly that are in this question, right? I want to remind you what the word sum means. The word sum means to add. So calculate the sum means add 2,537 and 3,421. I'm not going to restrict you here. If you want to use columns, you can. If you want to use grouping, you can. I want you guys to go and try it yourself. Don't put the answer yet in the chat. Okay. Go and calculate it for yourselves. All right. And in the meantime, I'm going to answer the questions. So the first hand I have raised there is Tato. Tato, how can I help you?
Ma'am, sorry, I wasn't raising my hand. I forgot to put it out. Sorry, ma'am.
That's okay. No problem. Do you want to take it down so long? Okay. Bonge?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi. How can I help?
Ma'am, may I please ask on number 2, how can I separate place value and value, ma'am? I can't separate both of them.
So say it for me again. I'm so sorry. Just say it again for me.
Ma'am, may I ask that how can I separate place value and value?
How can you separate place value and value?
And value. Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to maybe put it in like a question form for me? So like, what would the question say?
Like, ma'am, maybe the question is asking what is the place value of 8, like you said, ma'am. So I can't separate the value and place values. It just gets mixed up, ma'am.
I know what you mean.
Yes, ma'am.
So if it's asking you for the place value of the 8 or of the digit 8, or if it's asking you for the value of 8, trying to think of a good way that you could answer that question. Okay, let me think about it. Can I think about it quickly and I can come back to you? Can I answer another question in the meantime? And I promise I'll come back to you on that one. Promise.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Can I answer apelele?
Yes, miss.
What's your question?
Miss, can you please go to number 4 when they say calculate the difference? What do they mean by that?
Number 4. Okay. Number 4, we haven't done number 4 yet, but when we're calculating a difference, it means to subtract. If you are ahead of everybody else, it means to subtract.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. All right. One last question, and then I'm going to do the question that's on the board or on the screen at the moment. Unfortunately, my technology is still having a little bit of a meltdown at the moment. Awami, what's your question, Awami?
Ma'am, I wanted to ask ma'am about question number 2, ma'am. I'm confused about question number 2 because, ma'am, it can't be 8,000, ma'am. If it was 8,000, it was supposed to be number value, ma'am, and it's place value. Wasn't it supposed to be 1,000?
1,000. So if it's 1,000, then would be 1,000. If it's place value, then it would be, what is the place value of the digit 8 in the number? It would be 8,000. I will double check it for you, no problem, but it definitely isn't 1,000. It would be, if I know what you're asking, but it definitely wouldn't be 1,000. You know what I mean? Because 1,000 is very different to 8,000. You know, if it was 1,000, the difference between 1,000 and 8,000 is quite a big difference.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you,
You know
ma'am.
what I'm saying? No problem. Okay. I'm going to have a look at the sum of 2,537 and 3,421. All right. So that we can do that one in the meantime. So if you did it in columns, okay, I'm happy for you to do it in columns. I quite like doing it in columns, and I know quite a few of you were asking in some of the lessons that I was in with you in the last few weeks, if you could do it in columns. I really enjoy columns. I think columns is a nice, easy way to do it. So I'm going to do it in columns first, just because, I do like columns. Unfortunately, my tablet is not working at the moment, so I'm going to try as best as possible to do it in columns, how I would do it. So if we're doing it in columns, we're going to make sure that we keep everything underneath each other. So we keep our thousands, our hundreds, our tens, and our units underneath. Okay, we're going to make sure that we draw a nice straight line. Unfortunately, mine's going to be a little bit skew because, again, my pen's not working very nicely. We're going to put our plus on the side. Okay. All right, and I am going to ask Penelope. Penelope, will you please help me calculate the sum or do the sum with me? So, Penelope, do you like working in columns?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, Penelope, where do I start for the sum?
Ma'am, you would first start with the units. So you start with 7 plus 1 equals to
Cool.
8.
Good. Then
3 plus 2 equals to 5.
awesome.
And then 5 plus 4 equals to 9.
Good.
And then 2 plus 3 equals to 5. And your answer
Perfect.
will be 5,958.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Penelope. Right. Is there anybody else who did it in a different way but got the same answer, the exact same answer? Does anyone want to tell us in the chats? Anyone who did it in a different way? No one. Everybody did it in columns. Ah, there we go. Okay, Azande, do you want to tell us how you did it? Azande, do you want to put your hand up and then tell us how you did it? Right. Azande, how did you calculate it?
Ma'am, I did it the same way. I was raising up my hand to thingy. I put a thumbs up in the chat.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, so you did it in the same way. Did anybody else do it in a different way? Does anyone want to tell me if they did it in a different way? Do you want to just put your name in the chat if you did it in a different way, or did everybody do it in columns? All good. So you, Tara Jane, do you want to tell us a different way that you did it? All right. Tara Jane.
Ma'am, I didn't do it, but I know a different way on how you can do it. I think it's called breaking. I think it's called breaking down the second number, where you take the first number and you add the second number digit by digit. I think you get the same answer at the end.
Nice, Tara Jane. So there are different ways to do it, everybody. You can break it all up. Thank you, Tara Jane. I really appreciate it. There are different ways to do it. So like Tara Jane says, you can break it up. You did it again when you practice decimals. So you can break up your first digits. You can break it up into smaller groups. This one's quite easy though, because there's no remainders, so you don't have to carry anything over. So it is quite an easy one, and adding in columns does make it quite simple. Right. Calculate the difference between 6,809. Apologies, there was a comma there. There shouldn't have been commas. And 3,246. When we're calculating the difference, again, because we're doing whole numbers, everybody, and we're practicing a little bit of our word sums here, the difference means it means the minus. So the difference means when we're writing it in a number sum, we're going to say the following. We're going to say 6,809 minus 3,246. Okay, so again, you are more than welcome to do it in columns. Okay, I'm happy for you to do it in columns. If you have a different way to do it, you're more than welcome to do it in a different way. I'm going to do it in columns for us very quickly. So we've got 6,809, right? And we're going to say minus 3,426. Okay. Again, you're going to use a ruler. Unfortunately, my technology has failed me, everybody. I'm so sorry. Of course, it's failed me in our lesson. All right. So, who is going to do this one with me? I see some hands up. Sasetu, I see your hand up, and I think it's Mom sitting next to you's hand up. Sasetu, do you want to help me out with this one? I saw Sasetu there in my chat. Hugo, do you see Sasetu there?
Sasetu is unmuted. She can just start talking.
Fantastic. Sasetu, go.
Okay, 9 minus 6 is 3.
Fantastic. So we're going to start at the end, hey? So
Yes.
9 minus 6, and it's going to give us 3.
3.
Awesome.
From you can't 0 minus 4, 0 minus 4. So you go from the 8 and it becomes 7. Then you take the 1 to the 0, and then it becomes 10 minus 4.
Good. So I'm going to need to borrow from here. I'm going to turn this into a 7. Okay, awesome. I'm going to put the 1 there like you said.
Ma'am, 1 error, ma'am.
I'm so sorry, I can't hear you.
1 error. Your lower number is 24, not 42.
My number is 24. Oh, you are right. Look at me. You are completely right. 24. Okay, awesome. That's better, huh?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
10 minus 4 is 6.
Awesome.
7 minus 2 equals 5.
Equals 5.
Comma. Oh, no comma, sorry.
Yeah.
6 minus 3 equals 3.
Perfect. Well done. So my final answer is
3,563.
perfect. Well done. Thank you so much, Sasetsu. Well done. Okay. Number 5, write the multiplication sentence for the problem, 3 groups of 4. So again, we're practicing our word sums tonight. So if they're asking us to do 3 groups of 4, what are they asking us to do? Well, we're going to write out what they're asking us to do. 3 groups of 4. So they're asking us to do 4. See, 4. No. Apologies, everybody. My screen's doing strange things here. 4 times 4 times 4. Does that give me 3 groups of 4? Is everybody happy with that? Have I got 1, 2, 3 groups of 4? Have I written a multiplication sentence? Has it asked me to solve it? No, it doesn't. It's just asked me to write the sentence. Right, number 6. Calculate the product of 8 and 7. Practicing our word problems here again. What does it mean when I'm calculating the product? What does product mean? Product means to multiply. So if I'm calculating the product of 8 and 7, what are they asking me to do? They're asking me to calculate 8 times 7. And because they're asking me to calculate 8 times 7, what do I need to do? I actually need to calculate 8 times 7. 8 times 7, that's one that you would have had to practice again and again and again when you learned your times tables. So that's one that you would need to know. And we all know that 8 times 7 gives us fastest finger first. Okay. Who knows 8 times 7? Mr. Hugo is asking me not 3 times 4, 3 groups of 4. Mr. Hugo, was that the one for the one before? 4 times 3, 3 groups of 4. Mr. Hugo, my memory is telling me 4 times 4 groups of 3. So 4. No, Mr. Hugo, it's definitely 4 times 4 times 4. Mr. Hugo, will you open up the chat? It's okay.
Yes.
Will you open up the chat so they can do 8 times 7? We can see who comes first.
Chat is open.
Setu, well done. 56. Well done, everybody. Very important that you know your times tables. Well done. Nice. Well done, everybody. Okay, last 2 questions for this evening. Write the division sentence for the problem 12 divided by 4. Again, we need to make sure that we are reading the question very, very carefully. Have they asked us to calculate anything? No, they haven't. What have they asked us to do? They've asked us to write the sentence. So, write the division sentence for the problem 12 divided by 4. So let's do it. 12. Unfortunately, my pen is not working, so I'm going to try freehand it a little bit here. But 12 divided by 4. Okay. And finally, last one, and the last one we're going to do a little competition to see who can come first here. Calculate the quotient. Quotient's one of those fancy words of 1,896 divided by 6. So do we need to really worry about what quotient means if we see the word divided? Not really, hey? And my goodness, I'm already seeing some answers here. So first person on the chat was and you're going to have to pronounce your name for me. Likwa, is that correct? Likwa Tateng. I think it's got your surname and all sorts in there as well. But well done. Well done, everybody. 316. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. Well done. 316. Well done. Well done, everybody. Really well done. Well done. Congratulations. Excellent. Okay, before Mr. Hugo puts the survey for today on the chat, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post the link to the YouTube video there for you. So those are YouTube videos to all the different videos that you can get for the whole term, right? That gives you access to the whole term's videos, everybody. So you can copy that link and that will give you access to all the videos from the whole term. You can go back and watch all of them. Save that link somewhere. We will be sending it again as well in the next video. We'll also be sharing with you again, and we'll also give you a quick revision on how to get access to those videos in the next lesson. But I hope that you had a really good lesson. I hope that it was a good revision for you guys on whole numbers. And I will see you guys on Wednesday when we go over some fractions and we go over some decimals. Bye, everybody.
Well done, everyone. In the poll before you leave, all math to do today.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Okay, a few of you still need to answer the poll. Please remember before you leave. And then we'll see you again on Wednesday.
Please don't forget to answer the poll, everybody, before you go. Unati, you have your hand raised still. Did you want to ask me a question?
Finally, ma'am.
Yeah.
By question 2, they said we must find the place value of 8. Can you write it as a number, or does it have to be a? Sorry, what I'm trying to say, ma'am. Can you write it as a word, or does it have to be a number?
You can write it as a word. That's fine. 8,000. That's fine.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Kaki, you've got a question?
Ma'am?
Yes. Did I pronounce your name correctly? Kaki? Okay. Umpile?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Umpile. Have you got a question for me?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I just wanted to ask if can you please go back to question 8?
Sure, of course I can. Let me open it again quickly. And let's share it with each other. Question 8. Let's have a look here quick. Okay, talk to me.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask when they mean quotient, is it quotient or quotient?
Quotient. It's a
Yes,
fancy
ma'am.
word.
Yes, ma'am. When they say quotient and then like they give us a sum to do, we don't have to like we don't have to like we don't have to like we don't have to write like we don't have to do the full sum of it, and then like we calculate it maybe in a small piece of paper and then we like write it down. We don't have to write down the full sum on it.
No, you just have to do the division sum. So 1,896. So you can either do short division or you can do long division. You can choose which one you want to do. It depends on you, which one's better.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
But if you know how to do it in your head, even you can do it in your head. Like if you know that 18 divided by 6 is 3, and then you know that 6 goes into 9 once, and then you've got 3 left over. If you know how to do that, then that's fine as well.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. So Setu, have you got your hand up as well? Oh, you're still on mute. What's up, Setu?
Ma'am, can you please do question 9 and 10? What?
Question 9 and 10. What's up, Setu?
Can you please do it?
Can I please do them with you? Is that what you're asking? I'm sorry, I can't hear you properly.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
cool.
Please do it.
So question 9. If we're looking at question 9, I've got 2,764 or 2,467. So when I'm looking at that, I see that the 2 and the 2 are the same. So that's not going to help me here. So then I look at the next number. I see 7 and I see 4. Which one's bigger, 7 or 4?
Yes, ma'am.
The 7, hey?
7.
So then I know
Yes,
that which one's going to be greater? That one's
7.
going to be greater, okay? 2,764. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Number 10. Does it make sense the way I did it? So I look at the first numbers, they're the same. And I look at the next ones. Okay. Right, the next ones. Which is less, 9,431 or 9,619? So now I'm looking at less, which one's smaller? Okay, so 9 and 9 is the same, so that's not going to help me. 4 and 6, which one's less, 4 or 6? Which one's smaller, 4 or 6? So Setu, are you with me?
I'm back.
Which one's less, 4 or 6?
4.
4, awesome. So it's going to be like that, hey?
Oh, which is less than?
That's it.
This one go this side, not this side.
That's it. So it's always going to be open to the bigger side.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, you good? You're welcome. I'll see you on Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, Ompile, have you got a question for me?
No, ma'am, I forgot to put down my hand. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Bye, Ompile. I'll see you on Wednesday.
Bye, ma'am.
Shakina?
Hi, ma'am. I just wanted to know, when are we going to meet again?
On Wednesday, Shakina. Wednesday is our lesson again.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
You're
Have
welcome.
a good day.
Bye. Lebo?
I want to ask another question.
Lebo, are you there? Okay. Kwanda?
Hello.
Oh, hello, Lebo. You are there. Lebo, what can I help you with?
Yeah, ma'am, how do we know that this sign reach to greater than and this sign is less than? How do we know?
So the sign always points, so the open mouth, where it's open like this,
Yes.
always goes to the side that's bigger than. It's like it's always hungry for the bigger side, always wants to eat the side that's bigger.
Okay.
That's what you say. It's always that side that always points to the one that's bigger. And this little mouth here where it's closed always points to the side that's less than. The point goes to the one that's little.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Wanda?
Ma'am, how do you see that it's greater or less?
Okay, so what I was just saying now, so how do you see? Okay, so what you do is you look at the first numbers. So the first number is 2 and 2. So that would mean it's the same. So that's not going to help us. So then we look at the next number. The next number is 7, and then it's 4, hey? So which number is bigger, 7 or 4?
It's 7.
7. So that tells me which one's going to be bigger.
It's gonna be
2,727,664, hey?
Yes.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
So you must look at
now.
the number in order. Good. I'm so glad. I'll see you on Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, Bonge. Oh, guys, so many questions. My goodness. Bonge?
Ma'am.
Bonge? I think Bonge is gone, Mr. Hugo. Ompile? Ompile, you back?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I wanted to ask. Ma'am, I wanted to ask, do you have the sums number 12, 13, and 14?
Oh my goodness, you want more practice for the holidays?
Yes, ma'am.
Here we go. You can write them down quickly.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, no problem.